Welcome to the live feed. It is 10:30 a.m. California time, Saturday morning, and it is time for Vinyasa. Looks like there is one person on the YouTube. People have yet to log into Facebook, so I'm just going to adjust the camera angles a little bit. There we go. Make yourself ready, please. Have your mat, maybe a light, refreshing beverage, non-alcoholic, non-caffeinated. I'm going to use the restroom very quickly, and then we'll begin in just a moment. So get ready, warm up, do what you need. Very good, everyone. Thank you for joining today. We are practicing Vinyasa Yoga, which refers to moving, but also doing health postures and having rhythmic breathing. So when we're doing the held postures, we're still in the body, but the breath is always moving. And so therefore, we're always moving our circulation and blood flow and pranic energy. Go ahead, if you haven't already, begin standing. Make the feet even. Spread the toes, lengthen through the legs and the spine, and take some deep breath. So we're moving the breath, moving our energy and circulation, and also enjoying feeling grounded and steady. Breathe in until you're full, and breathe out until you're nice and empty. And continue flow of the breath. Notice how when you breathe, you feel a little bit of expansion, a little bit of a stretch in your chest and ribs on the inhale. And you feel nice and calm and empty in a good way on the exhale. You can draw into the core a little bit to really empty out the lungs and continue the movement of the breath. Now, as we breathe and ground and hone our concentration, we're going to work on having a relaxed quality that we maintain when we start to get into the effort and cleanse through heat building and some exertion in Vinyasa. So use the breath to function properly, have good fuel for that effort, but also to know when to back off and use less effort. We want to stay calm and meditative so we can be very efficient, have a little bit more strength, a little bit more energy, while maintaining that peace of mind that we're aiming to get from yoga. So whereas we are exercising the body, we're also exercising the mind, practicing meditation and action, or at least working towards that state. Whereas at first we may be anxious and stressed. As we breathe and practice, we feel more and more centered, more and more calm. And remember, it's always your decision to take a little rest, take a little less effort if that's what you need to feel calm and centered and with the breath. So having said all that, we'll warm up slowly, lift the arms just a little bit and twist side to side, keeping the hips nice and square. And continue. And when you're done with both directions, let's go ahead and relax the arms and roll the shoulders. Both directions. And roll the wrists. Do a lot of movement in Vinyasa and plenty of push up and upward dog type of movements, which put weight on the wrists. It's nice to warm them up. Let's do both directions. But, we say do a Vinyasa like a chaturanga up dog, but just doing this is a Vinyasa, moving, breathing, working on our circulation, and switch to the hips. So these movements are very gentle, but doing plenty of gentle movements for very light circulation that gradually builds to more of a heat building practice is really good to have that heat building practice be just right, as opposed to a level of heat both directions. A level of heat that might burn you out, right? Just the right amount of heat will cleanse and purify the body. Too little, you might feel cold and stiff. Too much, you might feel burnt out or leave the body inflamed. Let's switch to the knees. So we're really gradually building the heat, really gradually lighting the fire so that we have just the right amount. Not too little, not too much. Let's do both directions. Warming up slowly, getting the little Rice Krispies out of the knees. That's good. All right. Rub the hands together, continuing to light the fire. Getting the hands nice and warm, feeling that great circulation in the hands. If you get the hands and feet warm, you know that your circulation and your inner heat is doing really well. And the hands are very warm. You can cup, but don't touch the face. Just hold near the face enough to feel that warmth. And then shake out the hands. And shake out one leg a little bit. And the other. Great. Now we're nice and warmed up. We're ready for sun salutations. Let's start with the half variation. Lift the arms, inhale, and then touch down. Maybe bend the knees. Exhale. Have a flat back. Stand up straight. And again, lift the arms and fold down. Flat back. Stand up straight. Arms up. Fold down. Flat back. Stand up straight. And fold down. Flat back. Stand tall. And downward dog. Walk back to downward dog. Lift the hips high. Notice if you feel stiff in the legs, feel free to have a bend in the knees and the heels up. Otherwise, tone legs, lift the low back and the heels down. And go ahead and put the knees on the floor. Let's lower all the way down. Inhale, lift just with the back muscles. Easy Cobra. Lift the hands a little bit. See how that feels. Try and feel open in the chest. Come on down. Next, we're going to apply the arm strength a little bit. And again, try and feel open in the chest. Cobra pose. And come on down. And then bring the hands lower. You can just lift to neutral. Otherwise, lift and lift the thighs. Up dog. Draw into the core. Push back. Downward dog. And walk lightly to the top of the mat. Come into a half lift and a full fold. And straight back lift and arms lift. Arms relax. All right, we're ready for more of an active sun salute A. You can do Cobra, hands and knees, but otherwise we'll be doing Chaturanga up dog. Inhale, lift. Exhale, walk to plank. Option hands and knees, otherwise straight legs. Hover. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Deep breath. Relax the head down. And then walk or lightly hop to the top of the mat and fold deeper over the legs. Put a bend in the knees, stand up tall, and lift the arms. Relax the arms. And again, inhale, upward salute, abdomen in. Exhale, plank pose. Top of a push-up. And hover chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Deep breath and relax the neck. And go ahead and lightly come to the top of the mat. Come into a half lift, flat back, full fold. And then go ahead and stand up straight. Maybe bend the knees. That can help get that flat back, which is super important. Lift the arms. Relax the arms. And again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, plank pose. And come on down, hover. And inhale, up dog or Cobra. Exhale, downward dog. And walk or lightly hop to the top of the mat. And come into a half lift position and a full fold. And then take a straight back lift where you stand tall, rise up, inhale, arms come up, and then hands to heart, completing Sun Salute A. Chair pose with the hands to heart. Just bend the knees a little, and if you have tender knees, you don't need to do much more. And eventually bend the knees more, lift the arms more, sit low, put weight in the heels and draw into the abs. And come back to standing. Now we're going to do a full Sun Salute B. Feel free to modify. We'll do easy chair or more of an extended chair. And then next is plank or hands and knees. Hover Inhale, up dog. Open the chest. Draw into the core. Down dog. Very, very light. Right foot steps up. Warrior one. Exhale, Vinyasa. You could just go back to down dog. Otherwise, work through the flow. Up dog, down dog. Left side. Warrior one. If you step light, you make your abs stronger, and that's nice. Glide through the flow. Plank. Keep the abs lifting so you're not sinking to the low back. Take Cobra or up dog. Down dog and breathe. Walk or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Fold over the legs. Chair pose. Standing pose. And again, chair pose. Utkatasana. Plank pose. Top of a push-up. Hover. Inhale, Cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps up. Warrior one. And exhale, downward dog. If you like, add in up dog. Back to down dog. And left side, warrior one. Ground through that back heel and draw into the abs. Sit low and then transition. Right to down dog and skip it or add the Vinyasa. Cobra or up dog. Take time to open the chest and shoulders. Draw into the core. Down dog. And walk or jump up to the top of the mat and fold over the legs and take chair pose. Standing pose. And one more time. Chair, plank, hover. Inhale, lift and open up the heart. Shoulders open, chest opens. Draw into the abs. Down dog. Right foot up. Warrior one. If you like, you could go right to down dog or right to chaturanga. Hugging the arms in. Inhale, lift. Glide back, downward dog. Left side. Warrior one, very smooth flow. Go right to down dog or chaturanga. Inhale, lift. Exhale, glide back and relax down the back of the neck. Deep breath, pushing into the hands. Slow down the breath. Walk or lightly hop up. Half lift. Fold. Chair. Standing pose. Feeling nice and warm in standing, having completed sun salutes, Surya Namaskar A and B. Let's go ahead and do tree pose. You can have the foot on the calf or higher. Now, if the pants are slippery, it can help to dig the heel in, and that's going to push into your muscle. It might hurt a little bit, but it's like a deep tissue massage. You open the knee, you open the hip away from each other. You can have the hands to heart, holding the hips, holding the wall, or arms overhead. Breathe. And then relax everything and take tree pose with the heel digging into the muscle, the hip center, the knee open, and arms lift, hands to heart, or arms overhead. When you're lifting the arms, try and have the shoulders somewhat low, so you're not like swallowing the neck. You can keep the neck long, the shoulders relaxed, and you're breathing and centering the eye gaze. Let's go ahead and relax everything now. And step the legs relatively wide and open up the right foot. Turn the back foot up a bit so the angles are like this, 90 and 45, and take triangle. Now, if triangle is a difficult pose for you, you can be higher. I just wouldn't push on the knee, just above it, just below it. And if you can keep good form, you can reach low. The good form is long ribs on both sides, this hip opening back, the chest opening, and the hips and the chest in the same plane. So if your chest is really forward and your hips are sticking back, you're going to be losing your core, compromising your back, stretching your legs less. You might be able to touch the ground, but it's not nearly as good of a pose as holding higher and aligning more. So do your best for alignment. Breathe. And let's go ahead and draw into the abs, use the back muscles too. Lift, switch the feet, turn the back foot up, completely open that left foot, and try and center it so the left foot's in line with the middle of the right. And then you're ready for your triangle, a little bit of one, a deeper triangle, and having the shoulders open. And having the back hip open, the abs in, breathing, always breathing. We're still in the pose, but we're flowing with the breath, working on that prana. And we'll go ahead and come on up and relax the arms and legs. Open the right foot. Turn the right foot open, spread the toes. Take warrior two. And then switch sides. Relaxing arms and legs, turning the back foot up, opening the left foot. Warrior two. And relaxing the arms and legs and centering. Go ahead and hinge down and bend the right knee. Holding. And then bend the left knee. Breathing. Come back to center. Left hand under the right side of the chest. Right arm lifts. And then come on down. Right hand under the left side of the chest. Left arm lifts. And come on down. Bend to the knees. Put a big bend to the knees and come on up. And go ahead and heel toe the feet a little closer together. Stand back at the top of the mat, feet parallel. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Send the arms back. Inhale, lift, keep the abs in, weight in the heels, and repeat that movement. Breathing. And lift the arms, hold, breathe. Exhale, plank pose. Left arm up, side plank. You could do kickstand or knee down. And come on back and take a nice vinyasa. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Inhale, plank. Be long in the plank. Take a kickstand, which can be in front of the foot or behind the foot, or knee down. Opposite side, side plank. Come on down. Vinyasa. Back to downward dog. And again, prepping side plank. Feet together this time, or do any of those modifications. Kickstand, knee down, side plank, and breathing. Strong feet, strong hips to lift out of the shoulder. If you'd like to do a push-up, squeeze the abs the whole time. You can skip that, of course. It's probably wiser to do that and switch sides without rushing. And without rushing, come on down and have the option of doing a push-up, keeping the fire burning and taking downward dog and relaxing the neck. You're allowing the shoulders to lift and open, but there's also some muscle tone in the arms and shoulders. So it's a good combo of stretch and strengthening here as we feel stable and grounded in the pose with the breath. Let's go ahead and put the knees on the floor and remember that it's a good thing, a very good thing to rest, a little rest in child. We'll come up to sitting or kneeling. Big step up with the right foot and lengthening the back leg and left arm down, right arm up, opening the chest, deep breath. Come on down. Next is side angle. So put the back foot down and swing the arm over. You need to lift up and put your elbow on your knee. That's good, but otherwise holding the ground with the fingertips is probably enough. And we'll sweep down and center the back heel. Really center that back heel, really lengthen that back leg. Take the twist one more time. Come on down. Hold the plank. Move into the elbow plank. Make yourself very long. Hold that a little bit. Come back to the normal plank. Don't ride the wrist too much though, but do be strong in the legs. Breathe, one more round. And then child's pose. Slowing down the breath. And come on up to sitting or kneeling. Big step up with the left foot. And lengthening the back leg. Right arm down, left arm up. Deep breath. And come on back. Back foot down. Side angles. Open the chest. Tuck the glutes under. And come on down. Raise runner. Taking the twist one more time. And come on down. Hold plank. Knees down, elbows down, and make it long, very long. Side plank, lower the hips so they're not too tall, but do lift the thigh muscles. Use the legs as much as you can. Sphinx stretch. Stretching and breathing. Reaching back through the feet. And when you feel nice and complete with that, come on down. Use the core to lift. Exhale, downward dog. And child's pose. Come on up, sitting or kneeling, and take a nice deep twist. Twisting to the right. If your knees hurt, sit differently, but do take a nice deep twist with a tall spine and open chest. Come back to center. Big step up with the right foot. Warrior two. We're going to hold this a little bit more this time around. So we're warmed up now. We can feel more relaxed in the pose. Open the knee. Feel open in both hips. It's a great stretch, and we're strengthening the legs, also in the core and the arms lightly. Breathing, making the mind strong by improving the concentration, applying the concentration to the rhythm of the breath. Two more breaths. Breathe in. Take time with the exhale, and then take one more full breath. And we'll glide down to runner's stretch. Runner's stretch with the hands on the floor. You can lift more or you can extend the arms, whatever's working for you. Glutes down, hips square, abs in just a tad, but you're allowing the front body to release while lightly drawing into the transverse abdominal muscles to support the spine. And we're going to go ahead and transition to Partizan Asana. So this is like a scissors-like splits. Stretching and relaxing down the back of the neck. And working on lifting the chest, lengthening the back, and taking a nice twist. You can hold the lower back, twist, open the chest. If you like, the top arm lifts. And come on down. Downward dog. Child's pose. Come on up to sitting or kneeling, and then taking a nice twist to the left. If your knees hurt, sit differently, but do sit in a way that allows you to twist deeply. And come on back to center. Big step up with the left foot. Left foot to the center. Back foot down. Turn the back foot up. Open the left knee to the left. Warrior two. Sit low. Work the glutes down. Level out the hips. Spread the toes. Take 2 more breaths. Remember your options of resting the arms or resting the leg. Otherwise, stay with the breath and take 1 more deep round. Runner stretch. Glide down, have the knee above the ankle, lift the chest, and if you like, lift the arms, but only if that feels good. The shoulders should be relaxed, and the neck is long, stretching and breathing. Yeah. Passing through a basic runner and taking Partizan Asana. Relaxing down the back of the neck. Now, if you're really feeling like this is too tight of a stretch, you could be at the wall and have the knee a little bent. You can do the stretch at the wall. Otherwise, doing more of the full stretch and adding the option a little bit more advanced, holding the low back or having the arm up, rotated triangle. Exhale, gradually release. Downward dog. Child's pose. And let's go ahead and come back to hands and knees. Lower to face down. Locust, arms back. Inner spiral the knees. And take deep breath. Lower, rotate the head to the right. Rest the neck, maybe wiggle the hips a bit, make sure the low back is relaxed, and then just be still. Head comes back to center. We're going to sustain Cobra. You can try a pillow under the abs. Have the hands high and wide, especially if this is a hard one for you. Lift into Cobra, shoulders open back. Long legs, long spine, deep breath. And come on down. Hands alongside the hips and rotate the head to the left. Let everything rest. Remember to breathe. Exhale slowly. And next we're going to do the Sphinx again. So not the deepest stretch, but we hold a little bit more. We aim to go deep by spending time and really refining. So When you reach back through the feet, and that's nice. You want the pinky toenails grounded, and that puts less pressure on the sacrum. You can be passive in it or put a little bit more effort in the arms. Try and open up in the chest. And if you'd like, you can lengthen through the hands and arms, taking a deeper variation of Sphinx, sometimes called the seal pose. Gaze is very steady, breathing. And have the shoulders low, but the chest buoyant, lifting, expanding, stretching. And then come on down. And use the core, lift, take a nice downward dog. And then next we're going to do a sustained upward dog. So if you want to try it, if you have some free weights, those are great to hold on to make it easier on the wrists, and the extra height makes you very open in the chest. Using your fists is good, although they can be a little delicate. You can also use flat palms, but do a sustained up dog. Consider using extra height, free weights, fists, or blocks. Work on lifting the chest. If you need to do a Cobra or a Sphinx instead, that's fine. Otherwise, 2 more breaths. Held up dog. A little bit of shaking is good so long as it's not painful. It helps to cleanse the nervous system. Use the core and transition slow. Let's take a nice downward dog. Relax down the back of the neck. Breathe. Right knee forward. Swan. And if you like, bring the hands further back and open up in the chest. If that doesn't feel good on your back, leave the hands further forward. Otherwise, consider using the swan as both a great hip opener and a way to stretch and strengthen the spine. And now we'll all rest into the forward bend stretch. And soften the breath in the shoulders, neck, back, and glutes. Gradually come up, lean to the side, and then try and adjust into a straddle. Do that slowly. If you cramp, come out of it as wide, but do enjoy stretching to one side. Then the other. And come back to center. And let's go ahead and switch to facing the opposite direction. Hands and knees to a downward dog. Slowly lift the right leg high. Enjoy the muscle tone and the deep stretching of this pose. Take the other side. Take a couple of breaths to really feel strong and a great stretch in the pose. And then feet down, option to do a vinyasa, cobra or up dog, opening the chest, downward dog, hips high. Left leg forward, swan stretch. Work the hips down and lift the chest. Really work on that nice deep lift of the chest and breathe. Forward bend. Deep release. And gradually come up, and let's see if we can gracefully, or at least clumsily, transition into a nice straddle pose. This time we're going to go forward. Reach forward, but keep reaching forward through the chest, so you're not just slouching, rounding it, sticking the neck out, and reaching the sternum out, and having the chin a little bit downward. Roll the thighs back. Breathe. And gradually come on up. And next, let's bring the feet together and work the hips back. Maybe sit on a blanket or a towel and ground into the heels. The heels slightly press into each other and open the feet. Lightly tone the hips, firming the glutes just a little bit to go deeper into the front of the hips and lift up tall. Baddha Konasana. And then go ahead and release from that stretch. Center. Lift the arms, lengthen the legs. Take a forward bend. Reach forward through the chest. Keep lengthening. Don't overstretch or over round the back, but lengthen forward. Really emphasize the forward aspect of the stretch, and breathe. Soften in the shoulders and trapezius muscles. Notice all the little subtleties of the stretch and the nice qualities of the breath as we hold. And release the forward bend. And scoot on up. And release on the back. Knees to chest. Switch to reclined cross-legged, having the right foot tucked in and the knees opening. Enjoying this stretch here, letting the thighs stretch and the hips open. If you have a crunch in your low back, try a blanket or a towel under the legs. And enjoy long, slow breath. and switch the sides. And enjoy stretching and breathing. Let's go ahead and come on back to knees to chest. Open the arms, take the legs to the left and the body twisting right. Other side. Sides. Come on back to knees to chest. And let's go ahead and take Shavasana. Letting the body rest, closing the eyes, and enjoying this time. It's a reclined meditation. So we just relax and enjoy observing that awareness of increased relaxation all through the body, the hands and feet, the limbs, hips, rest in the mind, rest in the emotions as well. taking time to breathe softly and taking time just to be. Let's deepen the breath. Come back to the body. And come back to a comfortable seat. We'll do a clearing breath and then a round of Om. Inhale to begin. Let it out with the exhale. And then breathing in for Om. Namaste. Thank you all very much, everyone. Lovely session. The schedule will be ongoing, doing Hatha Yoga on 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Thursday, and then Vinyasa on Saturday at the park down my street. So if you're a local person, come to that. If you're not local, just know that I'm going to continue online yoga. I like being able to have a broad reach. And I'm doing a Sunday morning yoga in the park class at 10 a.m. And all these classes are for donation. The live streaming, the yoga in the park, it's all donation. Donations are appreciated. If you're not able to donate, it helps if you send the links to your friends. And it's just wonderful to keep the vibes going, keep training together. So thank you again. Looking forward to the next time. Hit me up with comments, questions, if you're interested in more in-depth work, online work, or live private lesson work. I also have a great outdoor deck for in-depth conversation about this all. Otherwise, I will see you all in the future. I'm going to do my little thing where I say goodbye to YouTube first. And then do the little wave